Irma's floodwaters inundating parts of Miami-Dade County with major cleanup efforts now getting underway. For more on that, let's go to Fox News correspondent Bryan Llenas, who is in Florida City, Florida. That's up against the Everglades on the southern tip of the state. Bryan.
Good evening, John. Well, look, some 6.5 million Floridians. That is 62% of the state without power at this hour still. And we are at the entrance here into really the only entranceway into the Florida Keys, a 110-mile island stretch southwest of Miami. And right now, people can't get into the Keys right now, and that is because it was badly hit by Hurricane Irma, particularly a 50-mile stretch between Marathon, that key, and Key West. According to the governor, there is just a ton of debris on the streets. We know boats were really like flown in onto the roads. People can't get past it. Power lines are down. Gas and cell phone service is unavailable. Now, we are standing, like I said, at the entrance of US 1 South, which gets you over to the Overseas Highway, which rides through all of the Keys. And right now, about a dozen vehicles are here on the side of the road getting ready to go into the Keys because people are allowed finally to get back home if you live in Isla Morada, Tavernier, and Key Largo. Those are the upper Keys beginning at 7 a.m. And people that are anxious to get in are sleeping here on the side of the road in their vehicles so that they can survey the damage. People like John Duvall, who is sleeping in his car tonight. And we should have a... Okay. And meanwhile, cleanup continues throughout the rest of South Florida. Residents of Miami Beach lined up to try to get home after evacuating. They were lined up today, and they are now able to get to Miami Beach beginning at, I would say, at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, as well as, look, and we've got cavalries of utility trucks. 30,000 utility workers are working around the clock to put up the down power lines so that people can get their power. And more than 200,000 Floridians, by the way, John, continue to be in shelters. So lots of cleanup also, but schools are closed indefinitely until further notice because many of these Floridians who are forced to evacuate their homes are now staying at these schools. We'll give you an update as soon as we can, John.
Bryan, we just had some video, and I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if you can explain it, but it was obviously traffic on US 1, the Overseas Highway, the only highway in and out of the Florida Keys, and it looked like, yeah, there are a bunch of cars just kind of sideways in the road. What do you happen to know what that's all about? Are they trying to turn around, or is that an accident? What is that?
Yeah, I got to think that it had to be people that were being turned around. We already saw a couple of vehicles over here trying to get into that just, completely went past the police to get into the Keys because people just really want to get home. They feel like they'd rather be at their home than being at a hotel without any power just an hour north. There's no power anywhere, so they'd rather get back to their home and be there. We've also seen a ton of FEMA vehicles come in there, so yeah, people are just... Patience is the key word out here, but, people just really want to get to their home and see the damage. One
of the miseries that can erupt after a storm like this is the mosquito population. How is it tonight?
Not too bad. I'm from South Florida. They're usually out. They're okay. We definitely had to use the spray, but I think maybe a couple more days it might be a different story, John.
Yeah, they're going to be hatching with all that standing water, that's for sure. Bryan Llenas. Bryan, thank you. Yeah.